No, it's already on.
All right.
Craft beers and casual conversations. Robert joins us again.
Hello.
We're going to be drinking a sour from Avery Brewing Company, and this is Dudes with Brews on a Porch.
Yeah, man, it's time to dive into another great beverage. It's Dudes with Brews on a Porch. Gonna check in with my friend Drew for this week's episode. Who's he gonna talk to? What are they gonna talk about? And what are they gonna drink? What are you waiting for? Get your ass off the lawn and come on to the porch. It's Dudes with Brews.
Killing me with these sour beers in the morning.
I'm sorry. I have a bunch of beers in my fridge that I don't know when I'm going to drink them. Over time, I see them. Ooh, I like this. I want to try it, and then I don't know.
This one sounds better than the pickle beer
one.
Yeah.
This is a limited release. It's Avery Brewing Company's Bug Zapper, which is a sour ale, and they are from Boulder, Colorado. It's a lively mix of mint, ginger, and lime. They're both cooling and invigorating, and we sour dose after fermentation to impart the finishing electric zap.
I like the can.
I like the can too. That was kind of what drew me to it too. You can see a picture of the artwork on our Instagram. Let's give it a little taste. Let me try to find the numbers here. We got 6% alcohol, 10 on the IBUs, so it's not going to be very bitter. Smells sour.
It does.
It's not like an overpowering sour by any means. I get the mint. I for sure get the mint.
The mint, yeah.
This is like a good beer to go to after you brush your teeth.
Yeah, definitely. If you're an alcoholic and you need that after you brush beer.
You wake up in the afternoon, you got to go in a rush, and you got to get to a party. Or even if you don't have mouthwash, you go, I got to crack one of these open. Swish.
If you know you're going to be driving. Mm-hmm. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah, that would be.
Dudes with Brews does not condone drinking and driving, I think.
Not at all.
I'm not speaking for Drew here, but
I don't think you should do it. It's naughty. Not good. So the place I bought this at is actually going out of business. Which really sucks. I bought it here in town, and it was like a really cool beer spot, but that's the world we live in, unfortunately.
This is a very interesting tasting. I've tasted something like this, and I can't put my finger on what it was.
It's kind of got that. It's a soda feel to it, kind of. Like
it's got the fizziness of a soda.
Yeah, it's fizzy. It's got you can definitely taste the mint. You can get the lime a little bit when you first taste it, but it's a lighter beer. It's good. I like it so far. So I brought 2 other ones. So we'll see how we do.
Yeah,
it's been a stressful week. I don't want to talk about life. We just had a life conversation, and I don't know if it made me feel better or worse. I'm not.
I'm bad for
That's not your fault.
conversations.
That's not your fault at all. It's just it's good to unload though, to get shit off your chest, and I guess just stewing it a little bit, because sometimes when it happens in the moment, you gotta fucking walk away, and in a couple hours you hopefully feel better.
Yeah, some people need to understand that better than others, I think. Sometimes it just takes you can't just go at it constantly.
I just want to binge eat. That's my problem. That's how I gained weight. That's how you gain weight. You just get stressed, and goddamn, I could use a hamburger. Because I could use a hamburger right now.
If you stress eat hamburgers, you're going to probably gain some weight.
Potentially. But one thing we were going to record last week, and then just shit happened, and I couldn't do it. Got a burp.
Yeah, I just had
the conversation about I watched the movie Extinction on Netflix. Do you have that? You have Netflix?
Yeah, yep.
Have you seen the thing for Extinction?
I think I did watch the preview for it.
It's good.
Or something.
I like it.
It was good.
It's from the trailer, it's like an alien, alien invasion type of movie.
Okay.
But you don't really see too many. I guess I never saw the second Independence Day movie.
Neither did I. Yeah.
I don't know if it was any good. Was Will Smith in that?
I think everybody but Will Smith.
Okay. The other dude, with Jeff Goldblum, was in it?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he was in it.
Yeah, he was in it, and so was the president in it?
He dies in the first one. Oh no, he doesn't. His wife does.
And so does Randy Quaid, I believe.
Okay. Dennis Quaid?
No, yeah, Dennis Quaid.
Yeah.
Well, which one is there's 2 Quaids.
I have no idea.
And the one that's in the comedy movies, like in the Vegas Vacation.
I
think
don't know.
it's Randy Quaid. Dennis Quaid is in the. He's like a bigger actor,
right?
Whereas Randy Quaid is like a B-list comedic actor, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the guy that was in Independence Day. I could be completely wrong. It could have been Dennis Quaid.
I have no idea. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. I don't even think I've like watched the movie since would be able to understand it. Like I watched it when I was a kid, and I'm like, I didn't even know it was an alien movie until like you're fucking way in. I'm like, oh, like I don't know, didn't faze me.
So you weren't a smart kid.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. But that prompted the question, and I was wondering, what would you rather try to survive in? A zombie apocalyptic world, or an alien invasion type of world where the aliens are trying to fuck you up, kill you, obliterate existence.
See, now this changes the because I thought when you had texted me and you said which would you rather go through,
Or let's start with go through. What would you rather go through?
Well, I can tell you right now, I'd rather die in an alien apocalypse because a ray gun sounds a lot better than being eaten alive or turned into a.
That'd be more appealing way to go.
I was thinking in terms of instant death.
Just shows the type of person you are. How would you rather die?
Yeah, but the live through, now that changes things a little bit because I think I have better odds in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, I think so, but it's more of a inconvenient, like, because you would think in an alien invasion, they invade the world, they zap you and shit, and then eventually they leave. And you don't know if they're ever going to come back. You're dealing with the after effects, but you're always living in fear.
It depends on if they can live here or not, and they're trying to take over. Like they need a new place to colonize. I would think of it more like if they're invading on full force like that.
They're looking to obliterate everybody.
I guess if they're like going back to the zoo hypothesis, if they've seen what they came up with this H-bomb. What
if they're the fat people from WALL-E?
I never saw WALL-E.
Oh, you never? WALL-E is like I guess you could say it's like an apocalyptic type of environment where the Earth is just consumed by garbage, which is what we're kind of leaning towards with just pollution and things like that. And it's so like polluted, full of garbage and shit that all humans now are like just fat as hell, morbidly obese people in hover chairs, and they just like sit in front of a screen all day, and that's it. And they're in space.
Okay.
And then WALL-E is a robot, a trash.
I know what the WALL-E robot looks like. I just don't know the movie so much, but
not too much dialogue.
No, yeah. I've seen like little parts of it, but I never saw any of the humans. I know that.
It's a good movie.
I heard it was good. But yeah, no. I mean, I guess like if it was like the aliens found out we had the H-bomb and we're creating a space force, so they're like, we got to knock these guys out. Before they decide to, before they can reach us and they think that they can do some damage to us, which they can't. But, we don't want that inconvenience down the road, so let's just wipe this planet.
Right.
That would maybe be something I would try. I would like be. I'm not going to say I'd be interested in trying to survive that, but like I feel like if there was it'd be easier to survive that than like a colonization type scenario where they're like taking over the entire planet to live on.
Yeah, if it was like a reverse like District 9 type thing. You ever see that movie?
Yeah, it's been awesome. A while. That was a good movie.
It's a good flick.
Yeah.
I don't know. I definitely would rather live in a zombie apocalyptic world.
Yeah, I think
than aliens for sure.
See, I always wonder when I watch these the zombie apocalyptic, like Walking Dead or all the movies that there are,
how accurate it is.
Yeah, would people really be? I mean, like you see those crazy people out there that in apocalypse, like that are like they get ready for apocalypse.
I feel like it wouldn't be like so much of a them or us versus them. You know what I mean? Because in like Walking Dead, it's always. The zombies are really like in the background.
They're like rats.
They're just a gimmick.
Yeah, they're like possums or something.
Yeah, I feel like more people would team up and be like, yeah, let's fucking kill the zombies.
Yeah, and that's I mean, when you're looking at what 7 billion people on the planet, how many people are turning into zombies,
Right.
And I mean, there's places you could go that you could self-sustain that nobody goes to. I mean, think about I think Tibet would probably be like pretty safe.
I don't know anything about Tibet.
It's up in a mountain, I think. I don't know much either.
I think I would get to the point where, you try to live as long as you can. And eventually you just say, fuck it. I'm out.
Yeah,
Toodles.
There's definitely some situations in The Walking Dead that are like, at a certain point,
You're in a pickle.
I'd probably eat the bullet at a certain point.
How many situations can you possibly get in, like where, oh, we got a new community. Now we're facing a different army of people, and now we got zombies too. Oh shit, we beat them. On to the next people. And I still read the comics and everything, and what's hopefully coming up next in the new season. It follows the comics because it gets pretty fucking cool.
Well, it's a good show, good stories or whatever. But it's like when you really look at it, and hopefully if that ever were to happen, we could use that as a template to say, hey, you know what? The only thing that made the zombies an issue was when the humans kept fucking with each other. So maybe let's not do that, and you guys can live peacefully, and we'll live peacefully, and just don't steal from me, and I won't steal from you. And
how about you beat the zombies at their own game and eat yourself?
Self cannibalism. That's nobody's explored that.
It's like that episode of there is an episode of The Walking Dead where they're like eating people, and there's a character named Bob, and he like gets captured by these cannibals, and this is like many seasons ago, I think, and he's like getting eaten. They cut off his leg and eat him, and then he starts laughing, and the cannibals are like, they're yellow belly fucking rednecks. What'd you laughing at? And then he like lifts up his shirt, and he got bit by a zombie. He's like, tainted meat.
Ridiculous.
That's what I would do.
Yeah,
I would just become tainted meat.
I like the
I already am tainted meat.
What's that? The girl's name that she just carries around 2 zombies with her that she takes?
Oh, Michonne?
Yeah, I like that mentality.
That's like, she cuts off their jaws and
their jaws.
Just walks
and
that's like
hands.
It's like her brother and her somebody else, her brother and cousin or something like that. At first, yeah.
I'm sorry, I keep on.
You keep on moving the microphone.
I keep on messing with the cord. I'm a
This is like your 8th episode. You should be a pro by now. You gotta use your hand like just a stand, just nice and still.
I know. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I have
Have you used fidget spinners before?
I have one.
Do those help?
They do help.
They're fun.
They help. I don't do them like Lennon does, where there's tricks and whatnot. I use it.
There's tricks you can do?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, really?
I spin it so that I keep my mind off of doing all this other crazy shit with my hands.
I drink so I can get distracted, and
that's the other way you can go.
Try not to do too much self-reflection, because I just fall down into a deep rabbit hole where I have to try to distract myself by having conversations about aliens and zombies.
Yep.
Look at yourself.
We think about better worlds.
How I wish my biggest problem in life right now were to be, I hope there's not a zombie outside when I leave.
Yeah, you don't really get too much time for self-reflection in those situations, I don't think.
No, I don't know. And I don't really know that I have a survival instinct either.
I don't.
Like, if things really got too bad, yeah, I have a plan, and if the plan didn't work, I'm like, well, I guess I'm fucked. See you later. Kablooey.
Yeah, well, that's I've gotten in arguments with this, with people, not like real arguments.
You just
but,
like punch them in the face.
Like,
how fucking dare you say you would do this?
I'd rather, I guess, I'd rather be killed than kill.
Right.
In terms of even war or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm not somebody that I don't like the idea of killing. In a zombie apocalypse, I'm not somebody that considers them humans after they've.
Well, right, yeah. I don't know, like I feel like I'm for the most part pretty aware of my emotions. I'm aware of the things I do and stuff, and am I in touch with them? I don't know. Like, I feel like, if one of my relatives, maybe like a cousin or an aunt or uncle, were to get bitten by a zombie, and I knew there was no turning back, I'd shoot him in the head. I'm sorry. You're no longer my uncle. You're a zombie.
At least put him somewhere and let him turn and then shoot him.
Right, that's what I would do.
But don't let them sit in a circle with you singing Kumbaya until they
just get like their pinky like a little bit bitten off, but you've soldered the cut. I'm not taking any risks, Mark.
No chances. Yeah.
I really do have an uncle named Mark. I wouldn't do that. It was just, a name.
It's just a stub toe. I'm not playing games here.
yeah. It's just a bruise. I hit a wall earlier. Nope, fuck it. You're done.
The skin's not even broken. Wham!
Yeah, some people that could be a good army right there for the Walking Dead people. It'd be a very small army.
Yes, yeah.
And then be like eventually just one person, and then they accidentally bump their elbow. Shit. I'm in a pickle
Luke,
now.
Are you limping, Luke? No, I'm not. I didn't sprain my ankle. We got a sprained ankle up here. It gets down. The whole community is down to one person, and he's so committed to the rules that they created that I have to do this for the betterment of the people. And you just fucking woo. I just imagine that one guy, and then he steps on a nail or something. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh shit! Turns the gun on himself.
Son of a bitch. He has this big conflict. I finished my first one already.
Jeez, I can't drink this. I'm sorry.
You can't?
This is a no-go for me.
Why?
It's got to taste like something that it's like.
I'm just sticking to porters with you, I guess, for now on.
Yeah,
those
man.
are the only ones you like.
These sour ones, man.
You don't have the sophisticated buds like I do.
I don't.
I'm just kidding. I didn't mean that.
It's this one really.
Please don't hate me.
No, I could never hate you. This beer really reminds me of something that I've tasted in the past that was really
like
bad.
Orange juice and after you drinking orange juice after you brush your teeth.
It does have that taste to it, kind of,
but it's good.
But it's beyond that. There's some. I'm trying to think of something minty, something that was good.
This is brewed with mountain water, so I think you can appreciate that.
That's why they call it Bug Zapper.
Yeah, some bugs in there, maybe.
Yeah, it's got some buggy
Boulder,
mountain
Colorado.
Water.
I hear that's a nice place. I've never been to Colorado. Shout out to all the people that may or may not listen in Colorado.
Yeah, everybody wants to go to Colorado.
That is true. Everyone wants to flock to Colorado. Maybe that's what would happen in the zombie apocalypse. There's zombies, and they're like, oh, let's just fucking go to Colorado. At least there's hella weed there.
Yeah, right.
We can go out in style. That's a good. You could use that as a weapon.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I wonder what the effects of
high ass zombies.
Yeah, I think they would eat more humans.
They really get the munchies. But they say crazy, sophisticated, groans.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, that's. I don't even know where to go with that.
There's I've seen a lot of zombie movies. There's one where the zombies are in a sense self-aware.
Okay.
I forget what it's called. It's a love story where the zombie falls in love with a girl.
Well, I got that sense from I Am Legend, actually.
I Am Legend. You know what the real the book ending of that is, right?
I heard what it was actually, but I don't remember. Somebody told me this.
I think I have the book. I have yet to read it. But I looked into it. It's so in the end of the movie, he sacrifices himself to blow up all these fucking people. But really, what it is they're all hiding from him because he's killing them.
Okay, yeah, all right.
And they're there's really nothing wrong. They're just running from him and attacking him because he's killing all these other people.
Yeah.
Or something. It's something along the lines of that. I have to read it.
Which the movie didn't necessarily get into, except for the fact that when he takes that one zombie thing, whatever they call it.
It's been a long time since I've watched it.
The one comes out into the light.
Right.
Because he's mad about it. And
sure.
Which to me was a clear sign of conscious thought.
I just dripped all over myself.
I'm sure you picked it up with your mic too. I heard that slurp.
Having a bad week. It's only Wednesday.
Yeah.
But you'll hear this on Friday, so you'll be at the end with me.
Still be here with us on Friday, Drew.
I will.
But yeah, I mean, I guess that's the, if there's a world full of I'm not blowing Drew's problems off either, by the way.
No,
listeners.
you're fine.
We talked about this before, so. But if the world if the humans lost the zombie apocalypse, would zombies become? Are they just human then? Is that what humans are? Have we de-evolved?
I guess
to cannibalistic.
Yeah, it's like the Donner Party.
Yeah,
They could be like zombies, I guess.
what about the Wendangos? Like, does that come into
I don't
play?
know what that is.
It's a spirit that comes from
Wendangos?
Wendangos.
Sounds like an
Wendangos.
old Western flick.
It's like a Native American spirit that comes from people that when you eat human flesh, it releases you get turned into a Wendango or something. I don't know. I might be completely off on this. So, right into Drew.
You don't know? Yeah, write it to me at dudesonaporch@gmail.com. I do gotta say, my next microbrew episode is gonna be exciting.
Good.
I've lined up a guest that I'm very excited about. Yeah, that's one thing to look forward to.
No, that's cool. I don't know how you get some of the guests that you've gotten.
In this case, I emailed their manager.
That works.
And it worked. I don't know how, but I did it.
Well, probably using your laptop.
Right.
And it worked for you that one time.
Keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it works. This isn't even my laptop.
I could try it,
So if things go really bad,
yeah,
I gotta buy a fucking new laptop.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
Well, you could borrow mine.
I appreciate that.
I can offer that now because I bought one.
You did. So yeah. We're not gonna talk about zombies anymore in the world anymore. I don't know. That discussion. How long can you talk about it?
We've really gone deep into that well, I think.
That's what all these episodes are about. Slowly but surely, when you start at the beginning and work your way to the current episode, it's just me slowly getting worse. No.
Falling deeper and deeper into this alternate reality that you've created.
Yes.
In which you just wish that you were in a zombie apocalypse.
You know what? Sometimes it'd be a little easier to be in a zombie apocalypse because I wouldn't have to get up at 10:15 to go to work every night. I wouldn't have to worry about where I'm going to live. I won't have to worry about credit card debt. I won't have to worry about student loans. I won't have fucking anything. Just some motherfucker trying to chop me. That's all I have to worry about.
Calm down.
I'm all right.
It's okay.
I'm playing into it. It's all just a facade.
We're all just living in a facade.
You think?
Yeah.
Is that Ryan's blanket?
Yep.
I talked to Ryan not too long ago. Ryan's never been on the podcast, and I would like him to be.
I talked to him about being, I told him he should be.
On this one?
Yeah.
I guess he's in Hawaii, so I could Skype with him.
Yeah, if all the connections aren't down from the hurricane.
Oh, yeah, there's a hurricane going on. So
he is since he's moved to Hawaii, there's been a fake nuke attack.
Yep.
There's been a volcano eruption.
Yep.
I believe an earthquake and now a hurricane.
And he's been gone not even a year.
Yeah, not even a year. He picked a great time to go to Hawaii.
The first year. Could you imagine looking down at your phone and saying, thinking, I'm going to blow up in a nuclear...
You've been in Hawaii for less than 3 months. And all of a sudden, the one place on the planet that's getting a nuke attack is Hawaii.
And you get this notification on your phone. But how big of a relief to find out that it wasn't real.
I heard everybody just ate all the food in their fridge. I'm not even joking. That's not a joke at all.
Fuck it. I'm going out full, baby.
Yeah, all these, they're probably all dieting or something. They're just screw it. I want lasagna.
The ultimate stress eat right there.
But that's that happened in another place where there was an impending... something that was impending where
everyone just ate their food,
and that was another thing that when they asked people after the fact, when it was okay, well,
just fucking ate.
They were yeah, we ate all our leftovers. And it's
I would just pound all the beers in my fridge,
which I'm sure has got to be hefty now. It's
kind of dwindling because every time I go to a social gathering, I bring a mix of a 6-pack. It's of beers that it's usually beers that I've had on the show already.
Yep.
And then I just leave them there. They're somebody else's problem. As soon as I put it on their table, they're gone. They're gone. These are yours now to deal with.
That's a good housework.
I'm like I'm like a beer Robin Hood.
Yeah, exactly.
I pay for these. I usually only have 1 or 2 of them, and then if it's a 6-pack, I got extras.
Yeah.
I give to the needy, to the thirsty.
Hell yeah. But
Sometimes I give them to my brother. He's 15.
Don't say that.
I'm just kidding. I did that once.
Don't say that.
I'm just kidding. Is that illegal?
Yeah.
Is it?
I believe if he's I believe so.
Even if you're like, I'm not his guardian, but
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everything we say on this podcast is a
joke.
100% hypothetical.
Yeah, it's all joking. It's a bit.
Yeah.
I'm the super strict. Don't do that guy.
This is all scripted.
Yeah.
We're really good actors.
We're just really good at it.
Very good. Very good.
Speaking of which, can we pause it for a second?
Yeah, hold on. Back from urination.
Yes.
The mint hit. Was it like a refreshing pee?
It was a good one.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I did just watch the other day was Evolution.
Oh, with David Duchovny?
Little David Duchovny.
I love David Duchovny.
I think
really
we've got.
do.
Yeah, I think we've gone down. I almost bought because I found all the X-Files seasons on the Xbox.
Oh, really?
So I'm like really contemplating buying all of them, but it's like $14.99 a piece for
It
10
used to be on
seasons.
Netflix. I think it still is.
No, they took it off.
They took it off, huh? They took a lot of good shit off Netflix.
I think it's all licensing and stuff. It's
For sure.
like, it's probably on a different freaking online
Like Hulu
streaming
or something like that. Yeah, I couldn't really get into like early Netflix, or not Netflix, X-Files stuff. Like I watched it.
Oh, you didn't like the first one?
It's okay. Some of the episodes are kind of like hit or miss.
Well, the first season's not very good actually, but the second
it's all,
season
like,
is great.
Because like maybe I didn't get into the second season because I know like later in the show, in the series, it kind of flows together. Whereas these ones kind of, there's some underlying plot points, but it's more like every episode is its kind of own little.
See, I like
thing.
that. See, that's my. I don't like the mythology episodes nearly as
Really?
much as I like the Monster of the Week episodes. is
Okay.
what they would call it.
Maybe it's just because at one point I watched so much like Law and Order SVU.
Yeah, standalones don't do it for you
Still
anymore.
going, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know what's
300
crazy?
episodes of sexual abuse.
I was just talking to my mom. Speaking of many episodes of sexual abuse, Two Broke Girls is still on.
That got canceled.
Are you sure?
Two Rock Rose, yeah.
Well, thank God. My mom was concerned. She was sure that it was still going.
No, they got canceled like a while ago.
Okay, well, I'm out of the loop.
That's
We've established.
because Whitney Cummings made that show, created that show. Did you know that? She wrote it.
Oh, really?
She created it. Yeah. Two Broke Girls.
Well, I just lost some respect for her.
Why? I love Whitney Cummings.
I like Whitney Cummings too. I just didn't like Two Broke Girls.
I interviewed her once.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. I sure did.
Oh, on the radio?
Mm-hmm.
How'd that go?
Really good.
She funny?
Yeah, we talked about like her book, and then she had some. That was before her movie, The Female Brain, came out, but it was mostly about her book, which I really wanted to read. I was hoping I'd get a free copy, but I didn't.
Get on that, Whitney. We know you listen.
Yeah, I wish. I really like her. Her stand-up's really good, and I love everything she does.
Her stand-up was. I just didn't like Two Broke Girls. I thought it was a stupid.
I never watched it.
I mean, two girls that are trying to make cupcakes, and they are horrible at life. Yeah, it's just.
I got canceled.
Kate Dennings.
last year.
Yeah, okay,
Kat Dennings.
last year. Yeah, Kat Dennings has big tits. That's what that show is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, watch it.
138 episodes.
I shouldn't say watch it because I don't even think that it's like cleavage based, but
You know what show I'm happy got canceled? The Big Bang Theory.
it got canceled?
Yeah.
That is cause for I'm going to drink another drink of this shitty beer.
Don't say it's shitty. I like it.
All right, well, we're on two different. This has childhood implications of bad taste from my childhood. So
Yeah. It's
cheers to that.
It got canceled. Thankfully,
But now there's young Sheldon on.
I don't think that's going to last long. But the show was good for a lot of people. It just wasn't for me. That's what I'm working on. I'm trying to make myself a better person. I need to stop saying I don't like this. I need to say it's not for me. It's not for me. I need to take the John Cena road.
See, but you're allowed to say I don't like this and still not offend other people. You don't like it. That's your opinion on it.
Right.
But that's not you saying that show's a piece of shit. Like I just said, this beer is a piece of shit. That was me being a shitty person.
Yeah.
Saying that kind of stuff reflects on you more than it reflects on whatever you're calling shitty. But to say I don't like something is fine. But to say it's all about me language versus them language.
Yeah. So it's after 12 seasons. This came out like a day ago. The Big Bang Theory is in parentheses, or not parentheses, what's those? Are those parentheses? No, parentheses
are those things, yeah.
What's the thing, like the little brackets?
Bubbles? I don't know.
I don't fucking know. Finally. Closed.
Yeah.
Canceled.
It's not an ampersand. It's
I don't fucking know what it's called.
Somebody write in with the right whatever.
Creative writing minor. I write creatively. Doesn't mean the grammar is correct.
Yes.
Sorry.
I use my own creative grammar.
So, a topic that we kind of talk about every once in a while. I don't really want to like address the past. Well, I don't know. Whatever. Louis C.K.
Yep.
has done a couple of surprise sets and received a standing ovation.
As he should, because he's hilarious.
Okay.
I'm not joking at all. Like I love Louis C.K.
Yeah, his stand-up's good.
He could jerk off in a room in front of me.
Oh God.
He could.
I don't think you're his.
No.
His MO. Yeah, man. I don't know. My mind isn't going in a million directions at one time. This bug zapper's zapping me. Zapping my judgment. I'm just kidding.
That's why they call it the bug zapper.
I do like it though. Like
it zaps away what bugs you.
I like that. Looking into it. That should be their mantra, their slogan. But yeah, I mean, really nothing has changed recently. Nothing is like everything's the same, and I don't know.
Yeah, there's not much going on. Nothing's happened here.
Crazy storms.
Yeah,
last night that was nuts.
Yeah, for the last couple of nights. For anybody that doesn't live in the Midwest, where we live, some crazy tornadoes hitting down in a few.
There was like
places.
2 or 3 in the surrounding area. Like Fond du Lac we didn't get hit with a tornado, but really strong winds and
there was
some funnel clouds,
some roads out on south of town. I think it was. There's like a road that's all tore up and shit.
Oh really? So maybe there was, huh?
There was definitely a tornado out there.
There's the point. So it happened right when I fell asleep. I was starting to fall asleep for the afternoon, night, whatever you want to call it, and my phone starts going boo boo boo, and I was like first. My wife comes in and goes, "Hey, the sirens are going off," and I was like, "Oh, the sirens are going off!" Like I didn't, I was sleeping, and I look at the phone. It says, "Oh, Green Lake." I was like, it's about an hour away. I think we'll be all right. And then 15 minutes later, my phone starts going off and says there's a tornado warning for Fond du Lac County because there's one that touched in Lamira, there's one that touched in Campbellsport, there's one that touched in Waupun. So all the cities surrounding. I was just like, So my wife was in the living room, so I texted her. I was like, "Hey, you and Ashley need to go downstairs." So then I just kind of like laid there and pondered. I was like, "Do I?
Yeah.
Do I go downstairs?
Do I take the risk?
Do I go back to sleep and never wake up?
Yeah.
Or do I go downstairs and enjoy the company of the people that live above me
and wait for work tonight, which surely won't be canceled?"
It wasn't.
It was not.
Well, everything was fine by then.
Yeah.
But
there was flash floods the night before that.
Right. I went downstairs. I did go downstairs in the basement eventually, and
it's good to know that you value your life enough to go in the basement when there's a tornado warning.
I feel like I'm obligated to do that, right?
I had no idea. I slept through the alarm or the old.
Did you?
Yeah.
Does your phone like give you the?
Yeah. I
used to get, and as bad as this is going to sound, I used to get like the Amber Alerts.
Yeah, I get those. Yeah.
Even from the ones in like Milwaukee.
Yeah.
But it's like I have an iPhone and it's such like an intense alarm that it just scares the shit out of me. Like if it happens like at night, I was just like, burr, burr. I was like one time it happened, I was like, what the fuck? Like what is going on?
Yeah, mine legit sounds like the fire alarm here.
Right.
Like when you're a fire alarm and your smoke detector goes off.
Yeah, so then I was just like, I look at my phone, it's like Amber Alert in Milwaukee. I was like, well,
was it an hour ago?
I don't live in Milwaukee.
Yeah. We live an hour from Milwaukee. That's why I said it wasn't an hour ago.
Yeah. Were they traveling north?
Yeah.
But which is that would be.
Which if you're sleeping, what does it matter anyway?
Yeah, dude.
Let me look on my window and maybe
scared the fuck out of me.
Maybe on my dead end street behind. I shouldn't say where you live. Behind Pick and Save. That'll say where I live.
I guess, yeah, I do live on a dead-end street. If
Metaphor
that's
for
not-
life.
If that, I was just going to say, if that's not a representation of my life, I don't know what is.
Well, I live in a circular parking lot, so what does
Wow.
that say? We're both going nowhere.
We're both headed to the same direction.
But at least we're doing a podcast, and
We're working down the roads. We're
Yeah.
trying to be the best self we can possibly be, but only to be faced with the inevitable, death.
Yes.
We all share the same fate, everybody. It doesn't matter how much money's in your bank account. It doesn't matter how big the smile is on your face. When you look at yourself, when you look at the meaning of life,
So true.
there's only two possible conclusions. Either you're going to be the first, like, you're like a superhero, or you're either going to end up in the ground, possibly in an urn. Most people
yeah.
go to the urn route
Yeah,
nowadays.
yeah, that's true. I'm going to ask everybody out there right now, are you in a crowded place? Look to your left. Look to your right. They're all going to die. So are you. Deal with it.
Deal with it.
Truth. Dudes with brews.
That would be a perfect. That would be like the perfect way. Just to fucking. That's what we need to do. At the end of every episode, we need to say something like super deep and metaphorical. Dudes with brews. Then it just
Cut out.
get like the little like the vinyl scratch.
Making people think and making people drink.
God, that's a T-shirt right there. Making people think and making people drink. Craft brews, casual conversations. Somebody designed me a T-shirt.
Get on it.
I recently like.
I hope the mic wasn't big.
What, the screeching?
The chair just screeching in the background.
It definitely was.
Sorry about that, guys.
It's just this week's episode is going to be a little different. It's me slowly losing my mind, and Robert he's along for the ride.
Yeah, I'm here for the journey.
It's not about the road, or what do they say? I don't
It's
know.
not about the end. It's not about
it's the journey, baby.
Yeah, it's right on that Easy Rider post out there, I think.
I've never seen Easy Rider.
I think that one is two guys went looking for America. They couldn't find it anywhere, or something like that.
Oh,
The American Dream. They couldn't find it anywhere.
it's called the American Dream for a reason, because, like many of your dreams, everybody, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But anyways, what else has been new?
Not much. I mean, I just recorded that podcast with a buddy of mine, Adrian.
Do you have a name for it? Yep. Did you think of a
I don't have. I have an idea for a name.
Okay.
But I haven't decided if that's going to be it or not yet.
So
I haven't done enough testing.
Right. So you're doing it probably like, I think a smart way to do it. You're recording a few episodes, getting a feel to it before you even post it. Me, I created this idea before I even knew what I was like. I thought of randomly. I just thought, dudes with brews on a porch. I'm gonna drop some truth right here. I kind of stole it from comedians in cars getting coffee.
Nice. Yeah,
Like
that makes sense.
I stole it like because I really like that show.
It's a great show.
And it's really interesting. Like, I like the people that he has on, that Jerry Seinfeld has on, and then like I was just thinking, I was just like, we live in Wisconsin. I like beer. Why not dudes with brews on a porch?
Yeah.
So it's I definitely I kind of stole the idea because they don't really talk. The coffee is.
You're gonna get a letter from Seinfeld Court.
That'd be sweet. A cease and desist.
Yeah.
As long as it's signed by him, I'd frame that fucker up.
Yeah.
But like the cars are really like not really a big part of the show. The coffee's not even a big part of the show. It's the people that he has on with the conversations they have that are interesting.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the gimmick I wanted too. I was like, I
totally see the correlations now where it's like at the beginning of the episode he goes through and is like, this is the car and it's got all this stuff, and you go through the beer at the beginning of the episode, the IPAs or whatever, and all the numbers I don't understand. But,
I don't understand them either. Like IBUs, like how do you determine how bitter something is? I don't know. Are there some like, is there a system? Is there like a fucking, I don't even know what the word is. A standard?
Yeah, there's got to be a standard of
Is there just one guy that tries every single beer and goes,
this one's more than that one?
Yeah, this an 11. 32.
IPAs just stands for like I don't know what Ian's progress analysis.
Yeah. Something like that. But yeah, so that's really like, so yeah, some history on you. I stole the idea from Jerry Seinfeld.
And there it is. That's
In a sense,
there is no fighting this in court anymore.
I'm not making money off of this. I pay money for this podcast. And yeah, I just like the idea. And I did have a podcast before this many years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never heard this
You
other
can
podcast.
still get it on iTunes. There's only like 8 episodes.
And what's it called? I can see the hesitation in your face
I
here.
really don't want people to listen to it.
Okay, you don't have to say it if you don't want to.
It's called Married Dude and Friends.
Okay.
The concept of it was like I'm married with kids and I don't have a lot of opportunity to hang out with my friends, so I might as well just shoot the shit with them and record it and put it on the internet. So it's pretty much like the same thing, only with beer.
Just change the name and added beer.
Right. I don't think it was old enough to. There was one unreleased episode of that show, and I still have it on my jump drive.
Yeah, that's like with the one that I'm doing, I wouldn't have been able to do it the way that I'm doing it if you wouldn't have introduced me to doing yours. Like, I think if I was just going to do it and didn't have somebody to like ask questions and see how what you
I don't
did.
know if I'm the person to ask questions for, but I mean, I try my best.
I just mean like if I was like just like sitting here alone in my apartment or whatever, and I was like, I want to do a podcast, I would have done it the same way you did it, where it's like, okay, I just got to get this stuff and do it.
Right.
Otherwise, I'm never gonna do it.
Right.
Whereas
it took me a while, man. Like so originally I bought a different mixer, the smaller mixer that I have. I bought it, and I just didn't have any. That's all I'd had. I didn't have a microphone. I didn't have anything set up. And then over time, I just got into it. And the podcast has been going on for over a year now.
Yeah, and that's...
Which is pretty cool. I was going to do an Ask Me Anything episode, and people gave me questions, but I've never done it yet. And I'm sorry. I apologize.
Hey, you need,
It's probably not going to happen.
Oh, come on.
It maybe. I'll try.
That's a great idea for an episode, though.
Ask Me Anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some questions like super listener Chad's wife Jen, who's doing a pretty cool thing. She's raising some money for some like cancer patients treatments, or not treatments. I gotta get all the details, but it's a good cause for sure. And
it's not Krakatoans.
No, I don't know what that is.
But it's a Seinfeld reference. Sorry,
I honestly haven't even watched. Like I got into Seinfeld very late. Do you have all the seasons?
I do.
Can I borrow one?
Oh, yeah,
the first
of
one?
course, yeah.
Thank you. You know what? Can I tell you a confession?
What's that?
# confession.
Do it.
Let's pretend you don't know who I am. We're in a room where you're looking at me. I'm a mysterious person. You let me borrow the movie The Rocky Horror Picture Show many, 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 many years ago. Still have it.
I did?
Yeah.
To you.
I have the DVD.
I didn't even know I ever owned The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Because you haven't had it in probably like 8 or 9 years.
That's insane. That's crazy.
And to this day,
still never watched it?
Haven't watched it.
There's a buddy of mine, Ryan, that he borrowed me Crybaby and some other movie.
With Johnny Depp?
Yeah, the Johnny Depp movie. And I still have never watched it. And he went and bought a second copy of it. And I told him I had it. I've got every movie I've ever borrowed from people.
Me too.
And they're all in a separate area on my shelf. I will not get rid of them. And I just tracked some people down recently and gave them back some books and DVDs that they borrowed to me like 10 years ago.
So I let Trevor and Ryan borrow The Nightmare Before Christmas and Donnie Darko.
Never do that.
Oh, it was a huge mistake because I rebought The Nightmare Before Christmas on Blu-ray because the disc was scratched to shit.
Yep. I borrowed Ryan my Fight Club in the Tin Can Soap edition.
Oh, really?
And season 1 of The Office, and a few other things, which he then borrowed to some football player on UW-Madison.
So you don't have it back.
And we'll never see that again.
Well, know that I took very good care of your movie, and I still have it. I'll bring it back next time I see you.
Awesome. I'm not too worried about it.
Maybe I'll watch it.
I totally forgot that I ever even bought that movie.
I'm like, that's like the one thing that I'm pretty obsessive about, which I need to work on. Like, I hate it when I look down and I see a disc.
Yeah.
On just flipped upside down or not even flipped upside down with the graphic image up facing me. Oh, does that boil my blood?
Yeah, and there's like people like I've got a few in there that have been given to me that there's no cases for. Like they literally brought them over without a case.
How can you do that?
And I was like, I try and keep it in a case, but I'm not going to scratch up my movies to put your movie that you have clearly told me that you don't care about,
right?
Into So it's like
it's hard, man, and I hate it.
Wait till I show you that Seinfeld case because that'll boil your blood. The way that they like the cheapness of the case.
Yeah.
Because I got that as a gift, and there's like, you can get the $200 set or the $100 set. And I didn't expect to get any set, but definitely not the $200 set for a gift. And but the $100 set, like, it's like the slide-in cases,
right?
So it's not like where you open it up,
right.
Case and set it, and the glue gets on the backside.
Ooh.
And it's bad. I've got a lot of those actually are in the Family Guy cases because I don't really care for Family Guy. I sold my
Family Guy DVDs.
Yeah,
Craigslist for like $12.
I just took the Family Guy discs out and put the Seinfeld discs in because I've cared more about the Seinfeld discs. Because I watched those, like, I watched everything on those several times through.
I'll have to watch it. Yeah, because I've over the years I've grown an appreciation for Jerry Seinfeld. He's pretty like old school with a lot of things, but the fuck,
something's happening.
I just got some random ass email, but like it really started with comedians in cars, because I never really watched Seinfeld. My mom and dad would have it on a little bit. I would watch an episode like later in life here and there. I'm like, yeah, this is actually pretty funny. Like I could understand the appeal to it, but then like it wasn't until he did Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, I was like, fuck.
It depends on what seasons you watch too, because anything before season 3, or even season 4, I guess. So the first 2.5 seasons, very conversational, very realistic, very It almost is Comedians in Cars, only it's like
scripted.
It's like scripted, but his friends in a coffee shop.
Yeah,
complaining about life or whatever,
right.
Or in Jerry's apartment, but then eventually, like it turns into like these weird, crazy moments or big picture ideas or whatever.
I remember watching the episode where like Jason Alexander's character George, right?
Yep.
When he eats the thing out of the garbage.
Great episode. Yeah, that's good.
And it's funny. Like I was like, that was like one of the first ones that I really watched, and I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty funny.
There's so many. There's times where I'd think of an episode and I'm like, which one is that? And like, I go through and try and find them, and it's like, there's just so many freaking funny moments in that show.
And some of them are pretty like relatable. I think. Like, you know, like you definitely know they wrote that episode with a dude eating something out of like that was like nicely placed on a napkin or a plate in the garbage. It didn't touch any of the other garbage, and somebody ate it.
Well, it's like Seinfeld has said many times in many different places, like when he was a struggling comedian, like he would eat people's uneaten rolls off of their like trays that they left outside their hotel rooms, like you know, like when you need to eat, I guess you got to eat. So
what the fuck is this? You ever get like a weird ass? I get so many weird emails.
I got a weird one not too long ago, and I actually clicked on it, and like it was like a link or whatever.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
And it was to become a secret shopper.
Oh, really?
But it was a scam. Like they sent me a check for like $4,800.
Oh, did you cash it?
No.
Oh.
Because like it was like send 2,000 of it to this person and 2,000 of it to this person using Walmart to Walmart, and then critique the Walmart to Walmart sending. But you had to cash it.
But you got to keep $800.
Yeah, it was like you kept $800.
That's a good deal.
But
let's do it.
But it was like use your bank to deposit. Like cash it at your bank, and then when it bounces, you're the one that's on the line for it.
Right.
Like I looked it up right away, and I was like, as soon as that check came.
Well, of course, that's a fucking scam.
Yeah, and I looked it up, and it's like anytime if they're asking you to send money to somebody, it's a scam.
There's like certain times of the month where I get like a series of bullshit calls.
Yeah,
and it drives me nuts.
You know what? I bet you the one that drives you nuts the most has got to be the your home insurance. We can help you out with your home insurance.
Thank you.
Because it makes you go, I don't have a house. I don't own a house.
I think about that every day.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. No,
I'm just now realizing that, man, that would piss me off so bad.
It was funny because one time I was with Matt and I got a call about like, I don't know, like fucking insurance or something like that. And then 3 minutes later after I hung up, Matt got the same exact call from the same exact number, same exact audio recording.
Jeez.
I was like, this is a fucking joke. But I gotta wrap this up. I got other things I gotta do today besides
truth.
Drink my sorrows away. But it's been a good talk, been an interesting talk. Interesting episode, different things. Microbrew episode coming out hopefully next week. We'll everything so far is set in stone. I'm not gonna say who I'm talking to, but hopefully it works out. I really do hope it does. But we drank some Avery Brewing Bug Zapper Sour Ale, which we know how Robert feels about it.
This one was not for me.
Wasn't for him, but I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I had 2 of them, and I liked the minty freshness of it. It was good. So I definitely say drink it. Robert says
I'm not gonna say dump it. I'll say try it, but it just wasn't for me.
It's a limited release, so you might not be able to get it anymore.
Wow,
I bought it a while ago.
Then that makes me really sad for the fact that I'm gonna dump mine probably.
It's good. I liked it. I really did like it.
I'll keep the can though. I like the can.
It's a cool looking can. So Rob, thanks again. And once we get more details on your podcast, once you put it up, we'll
once I come up with a title for it, maybe.
Yeah, we'll get going on it. It'll be. I like the idea. It's very interesting, and I hope you invite me on. I mean, you don't have to.
Oh, you'll for sure be on.
Like,
I'm gonna have you on and try not to pull from your.
You can do whatever you want.
Your round of people. So.
No, you can pull in the listeners that listen to this. Why not?
No, I mean I don't want to pull in your guests. Like so, it's like
you're usually my only guest I have.
Lately, maybe. No, but okay. Trevor will be on mine too. So
Trevor,
if I can ever
get
him to
debate
commit.
about how I don't apparently understand the Marvel movies.
That was so funny. If anybody hasn't listened to that episode, I don't know which one it is, but
they're not that complex of a plot.
No, they're not.
It's not hard to put the pieces together.
I was on your side, that's for sure.
Fucking Trevor.
That was great.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, yep. Bye.
Pew Pew Audio. Goodbye, everyone.